So I don't know if you've noticed, but lately there have been a lot of anime in video game settings. Now, obviously, we like this shit, but why do we like it? A lot of these stories get anime adaptations because animation studios believe that it's a safe bet to make them. And you know what? They're right. But why are we willing to sit through what is basically the exact same anime based in a video game setting every single season? Now, through my extensive YouTube and Wikipedia research, I have come to a conclusion. People love video games. I know, shocking. I realize that people loving video games doesn't directly translate to willingly sitting down and watching the entire season of Land of Leadale, but to better understand why people will watch this dumb poo-poo nonsense,
Hello?
I think that we first have to figure out why people love video games. I think that people love video games because we love the feeling of progression, and the progression in video games feels very rewarding. Now, I hear you asking, if humans love progression so much, then why don't they just start exercising or pick up the guitar and make progress in those things? It's because life is fucking difficult. In real life, meaningful progress is pretty hard to come by. You want to bench 315 pounds? Well, buckle in, this might take a while. You want to learn how to play this on the piano? Well, probably never will. Getting better at things takes years of dedicated practice, and that is why this stuff is so impressive. Oh, shoot! But look at this. Do you want 99 woodcutting in RuneScape? Guess what you do? You click on trees. Open up any mobile game right now and see what happens.
Am I better than everybody?
All of this, all of these flashing lights when you level up or get new equipment. This is progression, and it feels good. Video games have gotten so good at infiltrating our minds and giving us that hit of dopamine that we crave. When we finally slay that boss that we've been stuck on, or that time after killing my 43rd Brachydios and finally getting that gem that I've been farming for that only has a 3% drop rate. Oh my god, it felt so good. Progression in video games feels good. So what if we could take these feelings and put them in a real life scenario? What if we could link a stato and deep dive into a world where we could experience all of these things firsthand? And I know that 90% of us dreamed of the day where we would finally get a video game that gives us that Sword Art Online level of immersion, where if we die in the game, we die in real life.
Back up.
This is definitely not it. Honestly, if there is ever a VR game that has Sword Art Online levels of immersion, I'm checking out. I'm done. Hook me up to an IV because I'm staying in there. The world of video games are so much more interesting because they are designed to be interesting. Imagine getting to combine the rewarding progression system with the fascinating open worlds of MMORPGs, and on top of that, getting to fully immerse yourself within it. It would be pretty cool. And this idea, this desire for this thing that does not exist is what prompted the creation of thousands of anime. 95% of light novel authors figured out that 100% of light novel consumers would buy their stupid book as long as there was magic, swords, and hot anime titty on the cover. These are real statistics, by the way.
That's a nice argument, Senator. Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the f up.
Most of these series that get an anime adaptation nowadays are complete garbage, and we know that. These anime are terrible because they lack the very thing that we look for in video games: progression. So many anime want to create this video game setting, but I feel like they have never played a video game before. Why does every protagonist nowadays come out the womb black-haired and overpowered? Now this might just be me, but I like to see characters grow. I want to see them get stronger or learn from their mistakes, but when they start on New Game Plus, there is never any sense of danger or challenge. It makes it so they never have to grow as an individual or even act like a normal human being. But every season, I get baited into watching at least one of these shows because I'm addicted. Shows like So I'm a Spider, So What? So I'm a Slime, So What? Have ruined me. I had a lot of fun watching these shows, so now I always think to myself, so what if this show is actually good? We don't know. Nowadays, I'm just scraping at the bottom of the barrel, man. I got nothing. Seriously, at this point, just execute the anime semi-competently and I will eat that shit up. And the thing is, I don't think that I'm alone in this. Exhibit A, Your Honor. Let's take a look at Solo Leveling, which hasn't gotten an anime adaptation yet, but it looks like we are going to be getting one sometime in 2023. This is a story where our world and the world of monsters and magic have been connected. Stop me if you've heard this one before. When our worlds were connected, some humans were also granted superpowers. These people, blessed with abilities, were called hunters. The main character of this story is known as the world's weakest. Out of every single hunter, he is at the bottom of the leaderboard. One day, he goes on a mission and his entire party gets completely obliterated. The end. Oh, wait. Everybody except for him. And when he wakes up in a hospital, he now has a mysterious quest log floating in front of him. He is now playing video games, but in real life. So now if you die in the game, you die in real. So throughout the story, he keeps getting stronger and stronger because he is now able to get new abilities and level them up just like in a video game. But the thing is, it isn't like that for anybody else. In the world of solo leveling, whatever ability you are given never increases in strength. So wherever you get ranked at is usually where you stay. And since our main character was ranked at the bottom of the leaderboard, everyone still thinks of him as the weakest, even though he has gotten so much stronger since the start of the story. Now, he is the world's weakest hunter that got reincarnated in another world who is secretly OP. Trust me, bro, you have never seen a story like this before. A lot of people like to say things like, solo leveling isn't like other manhwa. Solo leveling isn't just another generic power fantasy. It is. Solo leveling is not unique, but the reason people love it is because unlike 99% of other power fantasy stories, it is executed well. Applying video game logic to real life is inherently interesting, which is why it blows my mind that barely anyone can figure out how to do it. Even this anime somehow figured it out. This anime is called I Don't Want to Get Hurt, so I'll max out my defense. That is a silly ass name.
You say your name right now.
But something that both solo leveling and this anime do is show progression. If you can make the progression enjoyable, then you can make an enjoyable anime. It's pretty simple. Because what this anime does is form a narrative around this question. What if all of that stupid little kid logic that you tried to apply to your favorite MMORPG when you were a child actually worked? This is an anime about our main character Maple, who has no prior video game experience but decides to give this new VR MMORPG a try because her friend told her to. Because she has never played a video game before, she doesn't have any preconceived notions about how a video game should be played. So instead of rushing in and trying to clear content as quickly as possible, she instead loafs around and lets this bunny attack her for a full hour. I could not. Doing this gives her an ability called Total Defense, which doubles her vitality, which gives her more HP and defense, blah blah, it's broken, blah blah blah. This is the exact same logic that I would apply when I played RuneScape as a kid. If I am able to withstand the poison for long enough, then eventually I will build up an immunity to every poison known to mankind. Yeah, that actually works in this anime. If I put every single stat point I ever receive into defense, then I will become invincible. Yes, Maple's character in this game is very powerful, but she doesn't just instantly start winning PvP events or anything. Other people have also gathered an arsenal of broken-ass abilities. And not only that, the other people playing these games have way more video game experience than Maple. The way that she has built her character isn't perfect. It has flaws. Since she has put every single point into defense, her in-game move speed is abysmal. There is a moment in the anime where her friend is walking at a normal speed and Maple has to tell her to slow down. She starts to make up for these things by getting abilities like Cover Move, which teleports her in front of an ally, putting her in a position to defend them. But she gets the bright idea to use this as a movement ability to make up for her low move speed. Yeah, this anime isn't amazing, but it's something. This anime was enjoyable to me because it shows something that I would always think about. What if you were given the freedom to complete a game in whatever way you wanted? Video games are only allowed to let you do what a programmer has told it to let you do. Oh, I don't have a weapon to kill the boss. Well then, why can't I just eat the boss? It's stupid, but that is why I think these anime are intriguing by nature. They combine the addictive progression systems of RPGs with real choice. And I'm not talking about that fake Mass Effect pick a dialogue option that doesn't actually matter type of choice, but actual freedom to explore and tackle a game how you really want to. If a video game developer programmed in every possible method to complete every task within a game, then the game would never get made. A video game with true freedom will most likely never get made. So that's why we watch stupid anime about it instead. So yeah, thank you very much for watching the entire video, and just remember, you don't have to believe in yourself. Believe in me. Believe in the me that believes in you, and I'll see you in the next video.